Well, Von Lassiter is getting ready to start his 5th season at Bleckley County, believe it or not. His Royals coming off a state quarterfinal appearance last season. He sat down with our Bill Shanks to preview 2021 in the Coach's Corner.
Von Lassiter is with us, the head coach at Bleckley County. The Royals last year 8-4 in his 4th season on the job there in Cochran, and 2 playoff wins for you, Coach, before losing in the quarterfinals to Raven County. What did you think about last season for the Royals?
You know, it was a lot of fun. Our kids played hard and kind of got better with a lot of young guys playing, especially on defense. We got better throughout the year and finished the season really strong. You know, finished the 4th seed in the region and ended up winning the first 2 rounds. And we, played really well. All 3 rounds, we just kind of ran into a buzzsaw with Raven in the quarters, which was, obviously a really good football team. But it's an exciting year, a lot of fun. Would love to do it again.
Absolutely, no doubt. Well, let's talk about your defense for this year, Coach. You've got 6 starters back. You do have to replace Willie Harris, 3 down linemen, and a cornerback, so you've got some work to do there. But talk a little bit about your defense. I guess linebackers could be your strength this year because they got a lot of experience last year, didn't they? Yeah,
we were young. A lot of 10th players played last year, so those guys are going to be juniors. But just having that year of experience with them being in a bunch of ball games, it's going to be huge for us this year. But, Nehemiah Mack and Tyler Wilcox and Christian Newbern, those guys are back, and they played a lot of football games. And I think they'll have learned from the experience and will grow from the experience. But I think that they'll also, as juniors, continue to get better every week.
Did you feel that those young kids who got experience last year, I mean, they had some good success, and there's nothing can beat success in the postseason? You think that's going to help them going into this year?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's going to just show them that, the things that we ask them to do, they work, and that what we expect is going to help them be better, better players, and is going to continue to make them a better, make us all a better team. And so, yeah, I think that success, is the reward for hard work, and thankfully we were able to have it last year.
First game against West Lawrence before the Royals playing that tough Region 3 in AA. We'll talk about some very important decisions that Coach Lassiter has to make on his offense in our next report.
Here's part 2 of their conversation.
Coach Von Lassiter is back from Bleckley County. The Royals a very good season last year, going all the way to the quarterfinals. But, Coach, you have to replace Dominic Sasser, who was a very good quarterback for you last year. 21 touchdown passes, 1,700 yards. What's your situation at quarterback to replace that young man?
Yeah, well, we have an upcoming senior that, he was really patient, sat behind, Dominic, and learned a lot from him. And he's had a really good summer. I've been really proud of his progress he's made. We do a lot of work in the summer with other teams. He's done a good job of making plays and doing the things we ask him to do. And so I'm looking for a big year, out of James Teston. He'll be hopefully be a 1-year starter for us. Eli Mullis is also competing for the job. Eli's starting tight end. He's just going to be a junior, but James has had a really, really good month, and looking forward to him to get better with each rep he gets.
That's the question mark for you on offense, but something that's got to make you feel good. You had 2 young players last year. Javon Butler, who was a sophomore, he ran for 1,200 yards, and then a receiver who last year as a sophomore, Jaden Mobley, had 743 yards. 2 skilled players like that could help that quarterback look better this year, couldn't it? That's got to be big for you.
Yeah, and we're going to run the football, and Javon has had a lot of carries, and he's been in some big time situations and big time games, and he's always come through for us. And last year he had Chucky to kind of help him out with that. But we feel really good about several backs. We have Javon being the big back that can really run downhill at you. TJ Mays is another back that is really good with the ball in his hand. He's just going to be a junior too. And then we've got a freshman that's going to get a lot of reps at running back too. His name is BQ. And so we're really, really excited about our running backs, and it's going to take the pressure off of James at times to be able to just hand the ball off.
Finally, you can't replace a kid like Amarius Mims, who is one of the best offensive line prospects in the country, of course, now Athens. We can't wait to see him this year between the hedges. But what is your situation on your line of scrimmage for the offense?
Really good. I mean, we've got a lot of kids back on the offensive line, and you know, they've been together for a long time now. They're a really, really tight knit group. They work really hard, and you know, like none of them are, you know, as big and as strong and as well known as Amarius, but together they work really well, and I think it's going to be a really, really strong point for us as our guys up front.
Well, it should be a fun year to see how your offense does. First game against West Lawrence before you get in that tough Region 3 in AA. Coach Laster, always a pleasure to have you on our program. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to talking to you during the year. Good luck to you.
Yep, thank you for having me.